We have reports that a torrential downpour that lasted for 3 days at KATSINA village in Jibia local government area of KATSINA State has destroyed at least 250 houses, leaving hundreds of residents homeless. The disaster struck between 15th to 17th August, leaving the community in a state of despair. Many residents lost not only their homes but also essential belongings. Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, the member representing Jibia constituency in KATSINA State House of Assembly, visited the affected area on Saturday to assess the damage and offer support. He pledged to seek for immediate assistance from the state government for the victims. And while stressing the urgent need for shelter, food and other essential relief materials for the victims, the lawmaker called on government agencies, philanthropists and individuals to come to the aid of the displaced residents. A resident explained how the disaster, he attributed it to lack of proper drainage systems in the area, and he said that the blockage of a crucial drainage channel worsened the situation. We've been having cases of flood recently in Nigeria. In fact, this is aside what is going on right now, year in and year out, we keep hearing cases of flood, and it looks like it's same areas, and one would expect that the next year it will be better prepared for, but we get to see that it's the same case over and over and over again. In fact, I made reference to a story we took the other day of a particular government official saying that the people should take it as their destiny. They should take it as a destiny, and then the government telling these people to move to higher grounds or relocate, and then questions will come in, questions like, where do you expect them to go? But let's get your thoughts on this one, Frank.
Let me say this. Nigeria is one of the fortunate nations on earth where we don't have natural disaster. No, we don't have it. We are so blessed by my little understanding of how natural disasters happen in the world. We are so blessed. But we are so stubborn in obeying natural laws of our environment. Like this of urban planning. There are people who are involved in urban planning, and sometimes there's this high level of compromise. Some of us, even in my village, before they even measure a land for you, they give you this out. This is the road. They measure, even in my village, as I'm talking to you now. Those who are involved in the portioning or allotting land, don't just give you that land. They will tell you this. They will give you a boundary. Many of us today in this country go against the law of the land, the law of nature, and expect nature to sit. And all of us are calling God, God, God. That's one irony I see in this part of the world. Water. Sorry, no matter the prayer we pray, there's something I read in the Bible. It said, do not remove the ancient landmark. Water has its no natural way to move. Well, before I become a wicked man, may God help them. It's unfortunate, but may God help them.
Well, what do we expect
That's
the
what
government
to
do?
May God help them. Before I talk to the government now, every person developing a property should obey the boundary. Don't build on waterways. Water is not what you negotiate with when it's coming from up down, from a slope. It will run down. Water, if you see the road, for some of us who have seen water coming up, the water will never beg you to go. So far as it's coming down, anywhere it goes, if there's any obstacle, it will destroy. And that's what has happened to those houses. It's unfortunate. I will pray that those of us who are going to build, please, don't because you have the money, you go and sandfill the waterways and build it there. For you to build that way, you are causing another havoc to others who will be living on the low land. So I will pray, as I'm talking about the people now, they should obey the urban renewal settlement laws. Then the government, that it has happened too, and it has happened. The government should, in a way, but now we are discussing of sending of heads. They should send heads to them. But government, to those in government should also not compromise. But there are people who go to map up. This is like residential drainage. Nigerians put. You see, I go around and I report this. I write and publish. Go to our drainages, even in Port Harcourt. You see tire. You see refrigerators. You see all man Drainage is meant for only liquid that can find its way to the river. Every water finds its way to the river or to the creeks. But today, go to the river, just even move out here. It's blocked. Some people sweep and pack sand. So we must obey the simple order of our government.
Talking about people building in the wrong places, probably on waterways and the rest, one would ask who gave them approval. I
have told you, there's a high level of compromise. Like I said, those in government, man no man, the laws are meant to be obeyed. But when you have influence, you bribe them out, and they allow you. But I'm saying that, I said, if you get me right, I say, let us obey the natural law of waterways. Don't block the waterways. And don't also cover the drainage when you feel. And again, when I was a boy, now I will make reference even in Port Harcourt, you see sanitary officers, environmental officers, going around. Say, yeah, let me tell you, today is really we are going against what we call open defecation. Some years ago in Port Harcourt, I don't want to say Abuja, because when Port Harcourt was existing, Abuja was not there. Some years ago, in the 80s as a boy in Port Harcourt, we have pit latrine. It's not pit latrine; they have buckets where you pull. People will come and die. Some people were involved in evacuating it. Today, every house. Today, the world has metamorphosed to a level that we have sewage vehicle coming to distill our safety, whatever.
All right.
But what I'm doing is let us obey the law.
Okay.
Don't compromise. But this is the ripple effect of not obeying the environmental laws.
Thank you very much, Frank. Let's get you, Ambassador.
Well, I like to commend with the KATSINA State government and the indigenes that have suffered this natural disaster.
Okay, let's condone with them.
Yes,
okay.
And then secondly, also commend their National Assembly member for trying to call for immediate relief. But I would like to lend voice again, like I said last time, that state government across board, local government should be able to provide emergency home during natural disaster, so that if it happens to a particular people, they can move into that place while they are rehabilitated. And again, to lend voice with what my senior brother have said, in terms of people trying to maintain the laws of environmental laws, in terms of drainages and building, government can do everything for us. Like he cited, when I was also a little boy, I discovered where sometimes during sanitation day, sanitation officers used to arrest people.
Yeah.
Yes. On sanitation day, see everywhere is vibrating. When they come with their cars, people will be running, and then you see people cleaning up the environment. Today, government have even gone so far by awarding contracts in sweeping the road and also trying most time to maintain the drainage. But if we can maintain those ones around our roads, around our streets, like the street where I stay, most times we have to initiate the cleaning up of that drainage. Because if we do not, we are the first victims. So let us not always think that we are government properties. We are responsible for the effect of any harm that occurs around our environment.
Right.
And I'd like to call on the KATSINA State government and the NEMA and every other relevant authority to ensure that they intervene in this bad situation of our fellow Nigerians in KATSINA State.
Okay.